Gender role. A gender role is a set of behavioral norms associated particularly with males or females in a given social peer system, often including the division of labor between group of men, women, and attendant complex of child-rearing socialization process leading youth toward maturing to perpetuate and the same pattern. When you say gender roles in society means how we expect to act, speak, dress, groom, and conduct ourselves based upon our assigned sex. Gender-based roles. Gender-based roles coincident with sex-based roles have been a norm in many traditional societies, with the components and workings of the gender-sex system of role division varying from society to society. Theories of gender role. Gender roles have long been a staple of nature versus nature debate. Traditional theories usually assume that one's gender identity and hence one's gender role is a natural given. The idea that differences in gender roles originate in difference in biology has found support in parts of the specific community. For example, those accounts maintain that the need to take care of offspring may have limited the female's freedom to hunt and assume position of power. Socialization. Socialization. Gender socialization occurs through four major agents of socialization: family, school, peer groups, and mass media. Each agent reinforces gender roles by creating and maintaining normative expectation for gender-specific behavior. Exposure also occurs through secondary agents such as religion and workplace. Socialization. Typically, gender role conduct, encouragement, and expectation are not as period and reforming social trait as a century before. Culture and gender roles. Culture and gender roles. Different cultures deal differently with gender roles in society. There are so-called masculine cultures and the feminine cultures. The downsides of these two names, masculine and feminine, is that there usually is an immediate association with gender. When you talk about culture and gender roles, our roles are determined by our society. For example, in our culture, the man is expected to provide for the need of his family, and other countries such as America, both men and women can work in workplace where all means are employed. Gender role and feminism. Most feminists have argued that traditional gender roles are oppressive for women. They believe that female gender role was constructed as opposite to an ideal male role and helps to perpetuate patriarchy. Gender role and feminism is the fight for equality, freedom, respect, and dignity for all women, principle or gender equality. In today's modern world context, where women are perceived to be of equal status of men, many people may believe that there is already not a need for practice of feminism. Homosexuality and gender role. Traditional gender roles include male attraction to females and vice versa. Homosexual, lesbian, and bisexual people usually do not conform to this expectation. Same-sex domestic partners also challenge traditional gender roles because it is impossible to divide up household responsibilities along gender lines if both partners attempt to fit the same gender role. Cross-dressing, also common in gay and lesbian culture. Fashion choices also do not necessarily align with the other elements in gender identity. Types of gender roles. Reproductive role. Reproductive role is a role that is associated with the responsibilities of child care and domestic tasks required to ensure the maintenance and production of labor regarding the continuity of the family. For example, giving birth, cooking, nurture and care for children, fetching water, washing, cleaning, and so on. Productive role. The productive role is a role undertaken by men and women to get paid wages in cash or to produce goods that are not consumed by themselves, including market production with an exchange rate and household production with the use of value but also a potential exchange rate. Community managing role. Community managing role activities undertaken primarily by women at the community level as water, health care, and education. This is voluntary and paid work undertaken in free time. Community politics role. Community politics role activities undertaken primarily by men at the community level, organizing at the formal political level, often with the framework of the normal politics. This is usually paid work, either directly or indirectly through status or power. Multiple roles. Both men and women play multiple roles. The major difference, however, is that men typically play a role sequentially, focusing on the single productive role. The gender-based division of labor ascribed in given socioeconomic setting determine the roles that men and women actually perform. Since men and women play different roles, they often face of very cultural, institutional, physical, and economic constraints, many of which are rooted in systematic and discrimination. Knowledge of feminism. Feminism, the belief in the social, economic, and political equality of the so although largely originating in the West. Feminism is manifested and represented by various institutions committed to activity of behalf of women's rights and interests. Feminism is a complex set of ideologies and theories that is seek to achieve equal social, political, and economic rights for women. Although feminism benefits everyone, its aim to achieve equality of women because prioritizing those who are most oppressive means freeing everyone else. Since men's rights are already secured and institutionally protected, feminism does not aim to help men.